would like to thank our amazing sponsors, TouringPlans Travel. Their destination specialists work with you to plan and book your trip, whether you're traveling to a theme park, headed out on a cruise, or wanting to get away anywhere in the world. As experts in smart travel, their agents suggest the best itineraries and activities to fit your family's needs, and handle all the reservations on your behalf. There is no cost to you or your family when using TouringPlans Travel services, and you may even save some money if discounts become available after booking. So head over to touringplans.com/travel and tell them Rope Drop Radio sent you. Now, on to the show.
Helping you navigate the Disney parks.
With the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
You're listening to Rope Drop Radio.
Welcome to a Rope Drop Radio bonus episode. This is Doug. I'm here without Derek. But in place of Derek, I have the one and only Michelle McKnight of TouringPlans Travel. Hello, Michelle.
Hi, I thought I would take some time to correct some things that Doug said on the last Disneyland trip report.
So, if you listen to our show, Rope Drop on Deck, you get to hear me corrected in real time. But here we are, a week later. I recorded my Disneyland episode with Derek in Disney World before we got on the Star Cruiser, and Michelle has some qualms, some questions, some things she needs to set the record straight on. Were those all good adjectives, Michelle?
I guess.
The English language escapes me at times. So we went to Disneyland. We had a fantastic time. The whole family. Makeup trip from Christmas from when Southwest decided not to take us to Disneyland. And Michelle, did you have a good time?
Yeah, it was good. It's a whole completely different vibe than Disney World. I feel like it was more relaxed. Maybe it's because the hotel is so close to the theme park.
5 minutes and you're in your room at Grand California. And it's tough to beat that.
I mean, Paradise Pier wasn't bad either, though.
Especially from California Adventure, because they added a new little back
entrance that most people don't know about when they book even.
I think people weren't even using it that did stay there. Like, they told you, but let's be honest, the front desk was not great.
Because it's not always been there.
So let's start with Paradise Pier, or as it will be known, Pixar something something something. Pixar something hotel. Pixar Place Hotel. The naming of things is struggle bus for Disney lately. They can't get more redundant.
And it's so close to Pixar Pier that they just added, like they changed the name of, right?
Why not just Pixar Pier Hotel? Because you have Pixar Pier in the park. Why not just
really
Pixar
close.
Pier Hotel?
You
have an entrance into Pixar Pier. Just keep it. It's silly to not be Pixar Pier Hotel. Anywho, how was that hotel? And why is it changing names?
So it really needed a drastic overhaul. I have only booked, I've been a travel agent for 10 years and I book a ton of trips, but I rarely ever put someone at Paradise Pier. For me, it's the value of it is not there because it's so outdated. The other hotels are so much closer to the theme parks until they added this new gate.
Yes. This gate
but this is
better
new.
Stay.
It's like they thought, we're going to send this under construction, still sell all the rooms, but we better give them something. So
the something was pretty good, but boy, the rest of it.
I talked to some guests, and I obviously didn't tell them I was a travel agent. But I talked to some guests waiting in line for the
special
service. No, the service air conditioner. Service elevator.
Yes, those were fantastic.
Okay, there's 2 elevators for all of the rooms in the hotel.
Yikes.
Obviously some of the rooms are under construction, but not enough.
Nope.
And we all agreed that the price, because I paid full price for this room, the price for the price for the room we paid was obviously, it should have been discounted for what we got in the actual hotel.
Yeah. The temporary hotel gift shop had a sign up telling us the name of the shop, Hotel Gift Shop.
Yeah.
Right. At least come up with something.
We were lucky and we did get a lobby. The lobby opened. It was still not ready.
The day before.
Yeah, the morning we arrived.
Oh, that day. Yeah. They didn't know what they were doing.
So that's why it was busier too, is because people were taking pictures. But it's still not the real artwork because it's like rendering in progress. So
that was the highlight, the sign that said rendering in progress.
It wasn't. It was funny the first time we read it, but then after like the 17th time we read it, I was over it. So unless you're staying there, it sounds funny. Yeah. But once you're staying there, it's not so funny.
It's not funny in person at all, actually.
But still, Bell Services to store your bags was located in a conference room, and that was chaotic and not great. But, at least they had it, right?
Yeah, it existed.
Yeah.
So Hotel. Do you recommend Pixar Place Hotel when it's done?
We'll see. We'll see. I mean, one of the huge things was the elevators and then the rooms. The rooms are just outdated. The bathrooms are outdated.
There's like 2 plugs.
Yeah, I don't know that they're going to fix that. We'll see.
They will. They'll fix the plugs.
We'll see. Some of the new rooms at Disney don't
plug.
have that much plugs.
They fixed the plug situation at Contemporary when they made it Incredible. They fixed the plug situation at Poly when they made it Moana.
True.
They can do it. If they don't fix it, it was a decision.
They can, but yeah, they may not. But anyway, the reason why we stayed at this hotel is because our Southwest was canceled our whole trip over Christmas. And Disneyland is not like Disney World, just in case anyone didn't know. They don't allow you to cancel your trip.
It's a different place?
They don't allow you to cancel your trip or move it, the day of the trip. So highly recommend insurance for Disneyland. I don't think this would have been a covered reason, though, because this was Southwest's fault, not necessarily ours. But anyway, honestly, we had paid for all of our Christmas presents. We had paid for this trip in full, and we really couldn't afford to pay for anything else. So, and they made me pay in full when I changed the dates. I cried on the phone for my own personal travel.
Multiple times.
And they did allow me to move the dates, but the tickets were non-refundable. So there was no way that I could get money back on it. And in order for me to move the dates, I had to pay in full. And we just honestly didn't have the money to devote to another vacation at that point in time.
Yeah.
So I picked the cheapest option on property because that's all you can move it to is an on-property option. And I picked Paradise Pier in the cheapest room possible. So that's really why we stayed at Paradise Pier. The tickets are non-refundable after Disneyland issues them because they're real tickets. Unlike Disney World, that it's literally they can cancel them.
It's digital.
Yeah.
Until you use it, it's not a thing.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Disneyland's weird. They take your picture at the gate. They scan pieces of paper.
Disney World takes it, but not you don't stop and take it. You're just on camera.
They got all the... Well, let's talk about Disneyland's security screening compared to Disney World's. I did both within a 24 hours. It's like going back in time at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, metal detectors and taking everything out of... could you just install what Disney World has and be done with it for Pete?
Yeah.
Sorry, I digress.
That's okay. Yeah, that was frustrating, and it made for long lines. So.
Then Grand Californian, we moved. It was nice. I liked it.
Yeah, it was nice and so close to the park, and you didn't have to cross the street.
You pay for it.
Right. It was,
no joke about that,
yeah.
but
yeah, and we stayed club level, which was nice. I didn't feel like we got the service we paid for with club level. It seems like
emailed them, folks.
I did. I felt like if you're going to pay for club level, they should at least explain things for you.
They're just kind of like, hey, there's the door.
They did. They didn't tell us any hours. Nothing. So
the club's in there, folks.
Yeah, where I saw them doing that for other people. So yeah, I did feel a little gypped there.
Did we just look that season of Traveler that we didn't need it?
I think we felt odd. I think they thought we didn't belong. That was my thought. But...
Yeah, these people aren't club level, folks. That's true. I never look like I belong in the club level. No.
But you shouldn't have to. If you pay for it,
no,
you shouldn't have to.
You shouldn't be judging.
But the room was nice.
Very nice.
I mean, it's the same setup. 2 queens and a day bed as Paradise Pier. It's just not as dated.
And bigger.
They redid the rooms there a few years ago. So
yes,
they're working their way through.
All right, let's talk about the parks. I said some not entirely correct things about lightning lanes.
So Disneyland allows you to book Genie Plus with your tickets.
Not lightning lanes, like Doug said on the previous show.
So unlike Disney World where you have to pay for it, between midnight and, 7 a.m., Disneyland, what a novel idea, allows you to put it in your package. So you can, package it in, and we did that. We actually started out with a 2-day ticket because that's what our tickets that they issued us were for Christmas. But we actually needed a 3-day ticket because we extended the stay a day. So we upgraded in the park. But back to Genie Plus, the strange thing about Disneyland is that you can't actually select your first Disney Plus attraction until you're in the park and out into the gate. So there's also no 7 a.m., booking your Genie Plus. So that was also nice.
Yeah, a lot less for you to do in the morning because I was no help.
Yeah.
At all, at any point in any of it.
But the good thing about Disneyland is that you didn't need really help because Genie Plus works. Genie Plus at Disney World or Disneyland works. Disney World sometimes can be just a crap show.
the one complaint you probably had is that attractions didn't move into the afternoon fast enough.
Yeah, I think, obviously a lot of locals are not getting it.
Which frees up availability.
Right. And just, same thing with individual lightning lanes. Difference with individual lightning lanes is for Disneyland is that you can't pick your time. Where Disney World, you can pick your time. So there's where we ran into problems is we would start at Disneyland Park. I wanted to buy Radiator Springs for the afternoon, but it was only out till like 10 o'clock. It was only out till 11 o'clock, so it was really hard to buy it. I had to constantly watch to see where it was at to book that. That's good and bad, right? Because more people, technically have access to it. It doesn't sell out at 7 a.m.
I think once those hit the evening hours, they go quick because so many people come like after work at Disneyland, that evening shoots along pretty quickly.
Yeah. So, it was holiday weekend, Memorial Day weekend. It was busy.
Yeah.
Sidewalks were very congested, like Doug said, on the...
Disneyland.
But Genie Plus works. Like, we got web slingers every day we were there.
And we did twice standby at rope drops.
Yeah. So, it works. We could still get really good attractions into the afternoon, which was great. One thing that I, forgot about is that you can't hop till 1.
11. You can hop at 11.
Well, okay, sorry, 11.
You kept forgetting we could hop at 11.
No, so I tried to book something for like 10 because you get in the park at 7:30 for early entry, and your day is just long. It's great, but it's long. We took 2 to 3 breaks a day.
Disneyland's hours are long. Period.
Yeah.
They open earlier and close late.
I would have liked California Adventure to stay open a little later, like to alternate. That would have been nice. It was Disneyland Park that was always open every night. Where I would have liked, some extra time at California Adventure, but it is what it is. So that was Genie Plus. Yeah, I definitely highly recommend to buy it, especially if you're going in the summer or Christmas time, and add it to your package originally so you don't have to buy it once you get in the park.
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point. How about food? You have a new food intolerance that you uncovered medically. How was that at Disneyland?
I didn't love the treatment that I got, so I'm going gluten-free right now just to see if it will correct a few things, and I've been gluten-free for
3 months? 4 months?
4 months now.
4 months.
Yeah. I ate gluten after, 90 days, and
when the doctor said, give it a whirl, and it was like, don't do that again.
Yeah, no, I got super sick. So I don't know that it's an allergy, but it's definitely an intolerance, so I'm just avoiding it. And I did research some places that I could eat, right? But it just felt like they kept saying, you have to wait longer because you had the allergy food. And I was about ready to slap them. Like, I don't slap Disney cast members. I would never do that. But I felt like I should at that point.
The very first one was the worst one.
Yeah,
you had the special order.
Yeah.
You need to stand here.
And it wasn't special because it was on the menu.
It was on the menu.
It's just, it had to be obviously cooked special, right? So
didn't touch the other stuff.
But it was on the menu. I didn't take anything off of it or add anything. So I didn't love it. There was obviously some restaurants that are better than others. Doug picked the bad one first. So,
right off the bat, we started.
So we stopped doing that, and I started picking.
I said, I'm not picking any more food. I kept giving you different suggestions and wherever you want to go, hon.
Yeah, but I did find something on almost every menu. Like we went to Bengal Barbecue. I enjoyed the skewers and the rice. Doug thought it was overpriced.
I like them. They just shouldn't cost more than Docking Bay 7.
But for me, it was good. So I was willing to pay whatever.
True.
Yeah.
You ate straight up what it was.
Yeah.
No changes or anything.
Right.
But it's just, there was not the same amount of food that you get for that amount of money at any other restaurant.
Right.
Like, whoever priced Bengal Barbecue is out of their mind.
For an actual meal. Like, if you were just to get a skewer for a snack, I
skewer,
understand.
Sure, whatever, but come on. Yeah. A little scoop of rice does not add $10 of value.
No. But Lamplight, we ate at Lamplight. That was the only sit-down restaurant we did, right?
Yeah.
I think, yeah. So, I had a salad there. Grilled chicken salad. That was easy. I mean, that's what I've been eating at home, so it wasn't too different. But I don't know. I'm excited or anxious maybe to try it at Disney World and Disney Cruise Line. I mean, I know lots of people who love Disney for, their work with allergies, and Doug and Sam have always been really good, but just hoping that it was just a Disneyland fluke, or maybe it was just that weekend. But
I think it was Disneyland.
But I'm doing lots of research for Disney Cruise Line, so I should be set for our fantasy here in a few weeks.
Yeah. How about Disney World? Have you been researching that?
I do that for clients, so I'm pretty aware. Yeah, right. And I have a good friend who's gluten-free, and she just loves Disney. So
yeah, I think Disneyland as a vacation option is kind of on the uptick. I think some people are going to be picking Disneyland over Disney World in the next year or two, potentially. So it was a good experience. Got to see everything. What did you think of Avengers Campus?
I mean, it was fine. I don't know. Web Slingers was fun. I beat everybody.
Destroyed.
Yeah.
Don't be modest.
Okay, destroyed. I didn't enjoy Spider-Man and watching them on the street, basically. Like
it was just a sidewalk. It's
right.
not an area to watch a show.
And then you really couldn't, the other stunt show, on the...
It was just slow.
And it's further away than you think, so you really can't see them very well. And they're
slow and dragged.
Some of their acting with the punching, it's not the greatest. Maybe it needs to be further away.
Stage punching only works from a specific angle.
Yeah.
So unless you put people in seats, have your stage, stunts don't work from a different angle. You can see that the punch is pulled. So you shouldn't do a stunt show like that. That's from just my theater background of that annoys me.
Yeah. But, otherwise, there's really not a whole lot in it.
No. Avengers Campus is kind of,
Yeah.
Pim's Kitchen,
I did not like my gluten-free sandwich. The bun was disgusting.
Looked disturbing. You made me take a bite, didn't you?
It was awful. I think the kids' pasta was the way to go. Obviously, that wasn't gluten-free, but...
No, that would not have worked for you.
Claire made us go back and get her kids' pasta because...
The peanut butter and jelly thing might have been the worst thing I've ever tasted, except for, a wafer yesterday. But,
At a wedding.
I've had tastier cardboard. Anywho.
But yeah, I think Disneyland is a good vacation choice if you have limited amount of time, because you can do it in 2 to 3 days. You don't have to have a 5-day ticket, or even a 4-day ticket really to get most of the parks done. Unlike Disney World, where there's 4 parks, I
feel the big difference is Disneyland is attraction, maybe a show. Where Disney World is attraction, show, attraction, show, attraction, dinner, show, dinner. There's a lot more shows. Where at Disneyland, there's just not that many shows compared to all 4 parks at Disney World. Now, there will be Rogers the Musical opening at the end of June, which is almost a reason to go back.
I know. I was bummed that we're going to miss that, because the show in the Hyperion Theater was really good.
We saw Aladdin on our last trip there. We missed the Frozen run, but the Aladdin one is very similar to what you see on the Disney Fantasy and the Disney Wish. It's just kind of a pared down version. Frozen was equivalent to what you're seeing on the Wonder on DCL and on Broadway, but pared down.
So you haven't seen it?
I saw enough YouTube.
Okay.
Rogers the Musical will make a YouTube appearance, and then it will disappear. Then it will be on YouTube. Then it will disappear. We'll play that game, Disney. We'll play that game.
Okay.
So Disneyland. Any other little tips, tricks why you should go?
I don't think so.
Flying out of John Wayne. That's the other thing.
Oh, yeah, that's just so close, so quick.
It saves you from dealing with LAX.
Yeah.
But
yeah, and early entry actually works.
Yeah,
the
now
30 minutes is actually good.
Who gets early entry?
Just the on-property resorts, so Paradise Pier, Disneyland Hotel, and Grand California Hotel.
So when we went before,
Did I say Paradise Pier?
You did.
Sorry.
Pixar Place Hotel. Anyway, when you went before, all the good neighbors got that early entry.
Yes.
And so it was basically everybody had the early entry except true locals.
Right.
Which is still an advantage, but you would get to one attraction and then there was lines everywhere. We got 4 things done in early entry at Disneyland Park. And that's because it's just those 3 hotels now. It makes a huge difference. It also makes the value of those hotels much better from a park touring standpoint. So
yeah.
There you go. I think this has been helpful. You corrected all my
I tried. I probably
mistakes.
missed some, but
I had a few.
I was like, Doug, I've got to correct some things.
So here she is correcting. Well, I want to appreciate everybody that has listened to this bonus episode of Rope Drop Radio. And you can find more of Michelle at Rope Drop Queen. And, of course, more of Rope Drop Radio at Rope Drop Radio. And then leave us a 5-star review. That would be awesome. We read those on air every week. So, Michelle, any parting words?
No, I think I've said them all.
All right. Well, for Doug and Michelle, this has been another Rope Drop Radio.